Goa is such a beautiful big island, and because one of the main businesses of Goa is the fishermen. The fisher folk makes up the whole island, and I feel like the issues that we have in Goa are many, but the fishermen, the fisher folk, have major issues. One is that bull trawling that is done, where these big nets are thrown down, big fishes are taken in huge numbers. Also, when boats come from other states and use LED lights to attract the fish, the fishing industry in Goa has been reduced by 85%. And as much as the fishing industry has been reduced by 85%, no one is really supporting the local fisher folk. I feel that we can give subsidized rates to buy equipment, whether it's nets, whether it's fishing equipment, whether it's boats, and also give subsidized rates to repair those equipments. It's not just about one-time buying. I see that most of the problem is when people come, they'll say one thing, but then after that there's no follow-up. There's no professional hand-holding or professional organized business to follow up and continue the livelihoods of the fisher people. I feel in that giving them subsidized rates for their equipment, giving them subsidized rates to repair their equipment is a major one. Also, on a much larger scale, I feel that we don't have a good patrolling of our waters. Whether it is by boat or whether it's by helicopter, we don't have a proper patrolling daily to actually check which boats are fishing in our waters, to actually check which boats are taking our fish. So today I've interacted with local fishermen because I wanted to start in my town, the local fishermen, to find out from them that where does that, they're called as small men, but for me they're not small men, they're big men. Because the individual fisher person has a livelihood through the ocean. And it is our responsibility to protect the individual fisher person so that they maintain their livelihood. If you do that, then it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think that there's so much of work that can be done for the fisher folk. And like I mentioned a few, patrolling of our waters to make sure that our Goan boats, our Goan fisher folk get the proper fish. In the last 10 years, 85% of our fishing has been decreased. That's a huge number. In one decade, 85% is a big number. Also, I feel that if we can do a conscientious hand-holding of bettering their livelihood, then majority of our community through the fisher folk will have a livelihood. For me, down here, the river Sal goes right through South Goa. Also, you look at pollution in the river Sal, whether it's waste pollution, whether it's plastics, whether it's bottles, whether it's any sort of waste that is going into the river, which is now jamming the river. And when it jams the river, that is a huge tributary into the ocean. The fish that used to come down that river provides for the fisher folk. So there are a few different aspects that make a difference to the fisher folks' lives. Cleaning up the Sal River, cleaning up our rivers, so that we have proper flow of water, and then that brings the fish in, is also one issue. So garbage cleaning, waste cleaning, cleaning up our rivers, patrolling of our oceans, having a coast guard to make sure that the proper boats are fishing in our oceans, not from other states coming in, so that the individual fisherman and woman has a livelihood. For me, that is very important. I also feel that there are 4 or 5 months in the year where whether it's monsoon times and their boats can't go into the oceans, whether it is banned on fishing at that time, There are about 4-5 months where the fisher folk don't have a job. And we must look after them then. It's that individual fisherman and woman that has to be looked after in the months that they don't have their livelihood. That is a plan that we have. To hold their hand and guide them through, even every month when they don't have a livelihood. When they can't go into the oceans and fish, we will look after them. So in that, I think the fisher folk are something that are very close to my heart, because my grandparents and my father comes from South Goa, from Velim, Tolikanto, Asolna region, and that's a huge fishing village. So to be here and to listen to their issues, to understand their issues, and to see where I can make a difference is very important for me.